Welcome to The Missing Lens Growth Stories for MSME, brought to you by MSME Success HQ. And I'm Gunika, your scale architect. In this series, we don't study business for inspiration, we study them to understand what actually creates sustainable growth and what large companies sees that most MSMEs don't. Because growth is not just about increasing sales, it is about upgrading how you see your business and how you make decisions inside it. In most MSMEs, decisions don't feel difficult, they feel familiar. You have seen something like this before. You have heard someone talk about it. You have done something similar earlier. So when an opportunity comes, you don't struggle, you recognize it and you move. But here is the problem. Familiar decisions are often incomplete decisions. What large companies already understand is something very fundamental, that no decision exists alone. Every decision sits inside a system connected to something you're already running, something you will have to delay, and resources that are already committed. Which means every time you say yes to something, you're also saying no to something else, even if you don't realize it. And if you don't see those connections clearly, you're not really deciding. You're just moving forward based on what looks right in isolation. And that works until your business reaches a certain size. Now, let's make this real. You have built your business, it is stable, it is working. You have put in years. Now, naturally, you want to grow. And growth does not come as one option, it comes as multiple possibilities. And then this happens. Someone in your network tells you there is a strong demand in a nearby city. You should expand there. And at the same time, a customer you trust says, can you customize this for us? And internally, your team is already stitched. Now, this is not a theoretical situation. This is how growth actually shows up, not as one clear path, but as multiple directions, all looking valid. Now, tell me, what do you do? You go to what feels reliable. You speak to someone who is already operating there. Let's find out what is happening here. You try to understand the market through somebody else's experience. Then you come back and run your own mental math. How much investment I need here? How much profit I can earn? And what is the risk here? And slowly, one option starts feeling stronger. Is it because it's clearly the best? No, because it makes more sense to you in that moment. And that is how most decisions are taken. But what you did not fully see is what this will delay, what this will stretch, what this will quietly disturb, and what it will demand that your current system may not be ready for. Because every new decision does not just add to your business, it rearranges it. And if you don't see that rearrangement, you don't see the real impact of your decision. And that is the missing lens that you don't see. Large companies don't see decisions like this. They don't ask, should we do this? They ask, where does this fit in everything else we are already doing? Now, pause here for a moment. When you were thinking about that expansion, did you actually see what this would push behind? What your team will struggle with? What will quietly stop getting attention? Or did you only see the opportunity, the upside, the possibility? Because that is how most decisions are made. You see what you are adding, you don't see what you are disturbing. Every new decision does not just add, it rearranges your business. And when you don't see that rearrangement, you don't realize immediately. It shows up later. Deadlines start slipping, team feels stretched, existing work loses quality. And then what do? You fix it, you adjust, you push harder. But you know, never go back to the decision to see what actually caused it. So the same pattern repeats: new opportunity, decision, adjustment, another new opportunity, another decision, another adjustment. And over time, your business does not feel difficult, it feels constantly stretched. So, did you choose wrong? No. It is because you never saw the full picture while choosing. This is exactly where large companies operate differently. Do you think they have better ideas? No. They don't allow decisions to be taken like this. Take companies like Procter and Gamble. Most of you have already used their products. From Ariel, Tide, Pampers, Gillette, Whisper, these are not small brands. Each one is a category leader on its own. But what most founders don't see is behind these brands is a company managing dozens of products, categories, and markets at the same time. And every one of them is competing for the same investment, attention, and execution bandwidth. So when a new idea comes in at P&G, it is not just evaluated as a standalone opportunity. They operate in categories where there is no shortage of opportunities. New products, new variants, new market, new channels. Now imagine this. Every brand manager comes with a strong case. This product can grow. This category has demand. This expansion can work. If decisions were taken like MSME, everything would have moved forward. But that's not what happens. At PNG, every new initiative is evaluated as part of portfolio, which means that decision is not looked at in isolation. It is placed against existing brands, existing investments, existing priorities. So the conversation is not, is this a good opportunity? The conversation becomes, if we do this, what will we not do? What loses our focus? What gets delayed? What gets less investment? Because the resources are not unlimited. Attention, not unlimited. Execution bandwidth is not unlimited. And this is where the real difference happens. This decision is not taken by one person. Different leaders come in with different lenses. Finance questions viability, supply chain questions readiness, market teams question demand, and leadership questions priority. Each one is not adding ideas, each one is challenging the decision until the decision is clear on one thing. Does this deserve priority over everything else right now? So, by the time a decision moves forward, it is not just a good idea, it is a chosen priority. Now, come back to your business. When you decide to expand, did you ask, what will this replace? Or did you only ask, will this work? That is the missing lens. You're choosing opportunities without choosing what to deprioritize. Now, when you hear this, you might think they have senior leaders, people with global experience. Of course, they can evaluate decision like this. And your reality is different. Your team may not have that level of exposure. You're not sitting with people from global firms. But that's not the point. You don't need that level of complexity. And honestly, it is a good thing because business like Procter and Gamble operate with massive portfolios, multiple categories, global market, thousands of decisions running in parallel. Your business is not that complex and it does not need to be. But the way they see their business, that lens, is something you can absolutely apply. At its core, business portfolio management is very simple. It means your business is not one thing, it is a combination of different offerings, different priorities, and different decisions, all competing for the same time, money, attention, and execution capacity. And growth is not about doing more of everything, it is about choosing what deserves focus and what does not. In simple terms, a business portfolio is just this: everything you're currently doing and everything you're thinking of doing next, seen together, not separately. Because when you see them together, you start asking better questions. What fits right now? What needs to wait? What will stretch us? What will actually move us forward? And that is exactly what large companies do differently. Now, this is not something I'm sharing just as a concept. This is a formal discipline. It comes from portfolio management framework used by thousands of global companies. It is called business portfolio management. And I have personally worked deeply in this space, being among the early few in India and 896 in the world to be certified in business portfolio management. But more importantly, this is not about certification. It's about what this lens does to your business. Because right now, your decisions are being shaped by what you have seen, what others have done, and what feels right in the moment. But scale does not come from better gut calls, it comes from better evaluated decisions. And that does not require a large team, it requires a different way of seeing your business. And this is exactly where the journey of a founder starts to change. In the early days, you don't feel this. Your business is small, decisions are fewer, impact is limited. You can hold everything in your head. But as your business grows, your business does not remain one thing anymore. It becomes multiple offerings, multiple priorities, multiple decisions happening at the same time, which means without realizing it, you're now managing a business portfolio. But here is the catch, you're still deciding as if it is a single business. That's where the pressure begins. Because now every decision you take is not just about that one choice, it is affecting something else you're already running, something your team is already handling, something that is already working. And yet, you are the only one trying to see all of this together. That is why it starts feeling like a lonely place. Why? Is it because you don't have people? No. But because no one is looking at your business as a whole. Everyone is looking at parts. Sale looks at sales. Operations looks at operations. Finance only looks at numbers. But the decision you're taking cuts across everything. And you're carrying that entire picture alone. And this is where most of the business support available today falls short. Because if you look around, most guidance available to founders is focused on paths: how to improve sales, how to train your team, how to build processes, how to become a better leader. And all of that is useful, but it solved part of your business. What's missing is this: who is helping you see your business as a whole? Because the moment your business start growing, your biggest challenge is not managing people. It is managing multiple priorities, multiple decisions, and how they impact each other. And this is where most traditional coaching or consulting stops. Because managing a business as a whole is a different discipline. It is not about motivation, team training, or isolated improvements. It is about how decisions across your business are connected, prioritized, and governed. This is exactly where portfolio management comes in, a formal discipline used by organizations managing complex businesses at scale. And no one is helping founder manage the business as one connected system. So, founders keep improving parts, but the business never fully comes together. And when that happens, you don't feel stuck because of lack of effort, you feel stuck because you can't see the full picture. Now, this is exactly why portfolio management as a discipline exists. In large organization, it is designed to manage hundreds of initiatives, multiple business line, massive investment across countries. But your business does not need that complexity. What you need is a simplified version of that thinking, a way to see all your decisions together, understand their impact, and choose clearly what to focus on. And that is exactly what the Scale Ready CEO framework is built to. It takes the same thinking used by large organizations and simplifies it for real businesses like yours. So you don't need complex systems, large advisory boards, or layers of management. What you get is clarity on your business as a whole, structure to your decisions, and governance to keep you on track. And this is not theoretical. This approach is already trusted by multiple founders across India who are building their businesses with this lens. Because once this shift, you're no longer guessing, reacting, or carrying everything alone. You start seeing your business clearly, and decisions stop feeling heavy. Because now you're not deciding alone, you're deciding with a system. Growth doesn't happen by building on one decision, it is built by staying aligned across many decisions. And that is where it all comes together. What we discussed today is not about adding something new to your business. It is about changing how you see your business. Because business portfolio thinking does not start when you become large. It starts the moment you stop looking at your business in parts and start seeing as a whole. And for most MSME, that shift does not happen naturally. It has to be built. That's exactly where Founder Reset begins. This is where you step out of your daily execution and start seeing your business as a CEO would, not as sales separately, operations separately, or problem one by one, but your business as one connected system where decisions are visible, priorities are clear, and direction is intentional. Because until you see your business like this, you will keep working in it, but not truly scaling it. So, business portfolio thinking for MSME starts at Founder Reset. Link is below to register. Step in, see your business clearly, or keep running it without full visibility. The choice is yours.